If humans evolved directly from monkeys, why are there still monkeys swinging in the trees today? This question relies on a misunderstanding of how biological descent actually works. This data visualization shows the popular, yet false, linear path from chimp to human. Evolution is a sprawling, bushy family tree with countless overlapping branches and dead ends. Charles Darwin proposed that modern monkeys and modern humans simply share a distant common ancestor. He never argued that one group turned into the other. To find the true origins of humanity, we have to look past the apes entirely. We need to rewind the clock 66 million years to the darkest day in Earth's history. The human lineage traces its start to a planetary apocalypse, a sudden catastrophe that wiped out the apex predators and triggered an extreme vacuum of power. When a 6-mile-wide rock slammed into the planet, the resulting shockwave carried the energy of millions of nuclear bombs. It incinerated the dinosaurs and erased 75% of all life on Earth. The only creatures that made it through the firestorm were tiny, weak, rat-like mammals. They survived because they were small enough to hide deep inside underground burrows. For years, the sun was blocked by thick ash, killing off the planet's vegetation. These underground survivors kept themselves alive by eating insects and the nutrient-poor ash itself, driven by a raw instinct to survive. Eventually, the skies began to clear. Rain returned, washing the toxic dust from the air and soaking the scorched earth. Small ferns sprouted, followed by flowers and massive trees, painting the planet green once again. With the dinosaurs gone and the forests returning, those tiny burrowing survivors came above ground. They diversified to fill the empty planet, evolving into marine life, massive predators, and the tree-dwelling primates that would become our ancestors. If that catastrophic asteroid had missed Earth, the giant reptiles would have likely kept their grip on the food chain. Our ancestors would have remained small, underground scavengers. Fast forward to about 7 million years ago, in Africa. Deep underground, massive tectonic plates collided, forcing new, jagged mountain ranges to rise. These peaks physically blocked the ancient wind patterns, altering rain levels across the continent. Without that moisture, the lush African forests died off, transforming the landscape into the vast, arid grasslands we see today. The early apes living in those canopies were forced out of the dying trees. To find food, they had to adapt to life on the open ground. We have physical proof of this transition buried in the dirt. In 1974, an archaeological dig in the harsh Ethiopian desert yielded a massive discovery. Scientists unearthed a 3.2-million-year-old fossil skeleton named Lucy. She serves as a physical bridge between tree-dwelling apes and walking humans. Her remains show long arms for swinging, but her inward-angled pelvic and leg bones provide hard evidence that she walked completely upright. Standing upright freed her hands. Over millions of years, these free hands began smashing rocks together to create tools. These sharp edges allowed early humans to process nutrient-dense bone marrow, providing the caloric fuel required to grow complex brains. The human evolutionary tree is a complex web driven by forced adaptation to environmental disasters. The creative capacity of our large, energy-hungry brains became our primary tool for survival. We walked the earth alongside massive predators with razor-sharp teeth and immense power. Lacking their physical strength, our intelligence became our only reliable defense mechanism. We stand as biological survivors of Earth's most violent geological and climatic upheavals, forged by the very disasters that ended other species. But growing the brain was only half the battle. To see how early humans harnessed fire, formed complex societies, and built civilization, subscribe and catch part 2 of this series.